What's up, guys? Okay, so we're doing a 16 by 40. I have not pre-mixed this because, and I just got my hair in it. So much for putting my hair back to try to keep it out. We'll grab that later. So, I am going to show you guys from start to finish. I'm going to try to watch kind of who's watching, make sure I'm still saying hi. But, so this is going to be my first official big painting for the gallery. I have no idea when 4 minutes is because you guys are my clock. So, what was it, 49? So you guys should let me know when it's 54. So, basically with this, I'm going to show you how to pre-tighten it, which I should have done last time. But not only that, I took, Lindsay watched my last one. This one's nice because it is the, what is it? The level 3. So it is a gallery wrapped thick canvas. So there's a little bit of there's a little bit of space between this piece of wood and the canvas, which should fit that just perfectly. So if it does start to droop, it'll droop a little bit without leaving any marks, because I put a cup under my last one and it made like the base of the cup line, and I didn't take it out in time and it just froze like that. I see a bunch of people are on, but it's not actually letting me know who's all on. So I'm sorry, guys. There's like 10 people watching right now. Hello. I'm freaking out. I'm sweating already and I haven't even... Blowtorch is here. Heat gun is there. I'm just freaking out. I got this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on so I don't ruin my clothes. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask and I will do my best to answer, but I am gonna show you what I failed to do last time. So y'all can see how to do it the right way instead of my rushed way. Okay, so this is just water. I'm gonna spray the back. I don't want it too wet because too much water and resin, they don't really like each other. Then I'm gonna heat gun just on low. You don't want to like singe the back of your painting by any means. I'm in the studio, so sorry, there's like a crap ton of products behind me. Don't mind that. Alright, so because this canvas is canvas, when you put water on it and you add heat, it is going to tighten the back. So this is actually the correct way, and it has been pre-primed, painted black. I'm still, just for safety measures, going to put this underneath because I don't want it to droop by any means. Oh, I'm starting to see people now. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Mark. Hi, John. Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay. You're a genius. So, yep, totally taking your stuff. Who else do I have? Hi, Amanda. Hi, Chris. Okay, so if you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you know that like my house, my light is actually working right now. It might not work in like 2 seconds. You never know. People are coming. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, now that this is tightened, do you see this big beauty? Oh, it's so pretty. I am going to, did I call that or what? All right, so I'm gonna just try to put these, let's see, I'm going to go like this. Yes, yes, and that. And then line these guys up and try to go far enough back. This is like a super thick metal plastic so it can spill and you don't really have to worry too much about it getting on the floor, which is a good thing. That is not the right way I wanted that to go. That still seems loose. So, I don't know, guys. All right, this is another thing you're supposed to do just to make sure you don't have runoff is, all right, so this side has to come up. a little bit more. Do I have any more sticks? Yes. I brought them with. Okay. So, let's see about this side. Same, so I'm going to add one bigger stick over here. Because you want it. No. Okay, a couple more bigger sticks over here. Okay, it's not even touching this side. So you guys are just here sharing in the, okay, so once I pour stuff, it's gonna be heavy enough. That's good. This one's not. I don't really know. Whatever. We're gonna do it and we're just gonna see kind of what it does, and if I have to tweak from there, I totally will. I hear crazy kids. Tomorrow's Friday, so bedtime is more lax at our house than it probably should be. Okay, sorry. I am dying in here. I think I'm just nervous. It's not a countertop, so I shouldn't be that nervous, but I just am. So, taking this off so I don't sweat to death, because I'm going to be working with blowtorch and heat gun, and they both get really warm, really quick. This is coming off. Oop, I already put my hair up. Sorry, guys. This is like the afterthoughts that I didn't really think about. Okay. Fumble. Fail. Okay. Now I am going to mix. So basically what I am going to do with this canvas, it's going to be kind of, if you guys watch my YouTube channel, I did a red and black and gold, kind of a negative space painting that I just loved. But I saw someone do a mixture of the colors, and I just love that too. So I'm going to try to do like a super deep purple, a holy crap poppin' purple, and I'm going to use white, purple, black. Most of it's going to be clear because this is already spray painted black anyway. And then I have this, it's actually a nail. It's a nail powder, like a nail pigment powder. So I'm going to put that in there, but because it is such a super, super fine powder, I am basically going to have to spray in. Oh, look at this. I'm so prepared. Like organization on point today. This is just 91% isopropyl alcohol. You can do 97, you can do 99. Let me see. Oh, I can't hear the level on the edge. Oh, that's a good idea. On which edge? Oh, that says it's level. Psh. John, look at you. You're wonderful, and that just stopped my freak out, so thank you. I appreciate that way more than you know. So this is supposed to be mixed for about 3 to 4 minutes. This is Stone Coat Countertops Art Coat. So that way, because I am putting in white, all resin yellows. So if you do not get an art coat, something that has special like UV resistance, it is going to yellow sooner rather than later. So what is this? Probably maybe $20 extra a gallon, which sucks, but you're gonna have the longevity. So really with this, you're supposed to mix 3 ounces per square foot. Because this is a 16 by 40, this is like 5 1/4 square feet. But with resin, if you try to cheap out and use a little less, you will see, you will pay, and you will hate yourself for it. I've been there, I've tried. So, I am using more resin than I will need by ounces, just because I want to make sure that it doesn't have any dimples, it doesn't have any like fish eyes, which is a dimple. So that is basically, if you have like any kind of body oil that touched the canvas, it is going to try to like pool away and separate. All you have to do is touch it and it'll kind of come back together. But because it's going to be hanging on a gallery wall. I don't want that to happen. I would much rather waste a little bit of resin than to ruin a big ass canvas. Yeah, canvas was expensive. And if I ruin it, then I'm just gonna have to cover it with more resin anyway. So you guys see what I mean? Just makes more sense. All right. I'm sorry, I'm so far away. I can't really read. So put the level, okay. Yes, sorry. I'm not actually close enough to read all of that. Hopefully this should be very close to mixed. When you are doing this, like I said, anyone can do this. It's just about measuring super approximate, mixing super efficiently. So make sure you're scraping your bottom really, really well. Scrape your sides. I pour the hardener in first because the elastic, like it's a thinner liquid. The resin is super, super thick. So because I put the thinner one in first, it's a lot easier to mix in and break it up. If you put the thicker viscosity resin in first, you're gonna have to mix for way longer because it's gonna take a lot longer to get the hardener mixed in with it, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, that's okay. All right. I'm excited and I'm nervous. But I have to think like countertop, but just cooler. It's gonna be prettier. And I have like I wrote out, when they're really, really big like this, I try to kind of drop, which if you know me, even my stick people suck. I suck at drawing stick people. I'm that bad. So I kind of sketched out, I'm not even gonna show you guys because it's embarrassing, but really bad, kind of like how I wanted to do this, what colors I wanted, blah, 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 blah. So, like I said, most of it is gonna be clear. Let's see. But I already have my deep purple mixed up, which is my lavender. It's just something I got from Amazon. If you guys have any questions on what I used, message me. I can definitely fill you in. Tiny, tiny bit of white. This is just resin, so it is for resin. Pigment paste. And I like this because it gives you that like, the lighter lacing, so smaller cells. If I want this darker, I'm gonna put like 1 drop of the Alumilite Black Opaque. We will see kind of how that goes. I want some black base tint, but I'm gonna see how much resin I put in there first. And this is gonna be this is the problem child right here. So when you're using a crazy, crazy fine pigment powder, you have to first use isopropyl alcohol just to break it down because it is such a fine pigment that it doesn't matter how well you mix, it's not going to be mixed in well enough. And because it's powder, so someone didn't screw this on well enough and tried to put it back in my nail stuff. So this is actually, it has nothing to do with resin, it's a nail powder. Because if you guys know me, kind of obsessed with nail stuff too. Okay, so I want to try to, maybe I won't do that now. I want to put just a tiny bit of glow powder in, but nope, not gonna do it yet. All right, is that gonna be deep enough? I'm gonna put in like the tiniest amount of a fine white, just because I want the 2 purples to be very different. But yes, when you have that fine of a powder, it doesn't matter how well you mix it in the resin, you're gonna have like chunks of color, which is awful, especially when you have this gorgeous thing and you're like, what the hell is that? Don't do that. So, I'm just gonna spray it right in there with it. Whew. Not by your face, because that's a bad idea. And I'm gonna mix it until it's kind of like I don't know, almost like a tarry. You don't want to have any chunks at all. At all. Ooh, I like that. That was a nice color. Okay, so I said, most of this is going to be clear. So I am just going to super quickly spread just a very thin layer of clear, see how much we have left. I'm not going to do anything super major. I'm just planning kind of a negative space piece. So most of this is going to be black. I'm going to have purples. So I'm going to put down the deep purple first, probably the white. I'm going to cover the white with the super poppin' purple. And then the black base tint is just going to go on the outsides because I'm either going to pull them with wax paper that is over there. You guys, I am so organized. I kind of had a heart attack before I did this, so I organized myself. So I had less of a heart attack. So I'm either going to pull it with wax paper and do the swipe method, or like I said, I have my blowtorch if the swipe method works perfect. If not, I always have my heat gun because that always works. So, you guys ready? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I just got an email, yesterday, so I have to send pictures of pieces, which I do have a couple of pieces. A lot of mine are like custom orders and have already sold, other than coasters. So this is how these guys found me, was my coasters, which is super exciting. But yeah, so I'm supposed to have pictures, like fancy headshot pictures, Monday. So we're in this, like for real in this. So once I figure out all that stuff, then I get to go kind of tour the gallery. Hoping Travis will come with me because it's in Minneapolis and I don't like to drive in Minneapolis. But it is kind of close to my brother Jay and Peggy's house, so I'm hoping it's not like in a horrible, it's in a decent part of Minneapolis. Like I said, super small town, boring girl. And I like it like that. Okay, so as my other, well, kind of how I got into resin was obviously a few different artists in a few different, it was countertops to begin with, and then I started seeing an artistic side that was just so much fun. Even the countertops, it's a joy to do. You get completely sucked in, you love it. There's my hair. Where did the, hold on. Oh. Oh, look at that. You see that? So, where'd it go? Right there. Oh yeah. I put my hair back just so that wouldn't happen. Psh. All right, so spreading this out, but yes, I started doing this for countertops just because I wanted to do something nice with our countertops without having to pay the price for stone, because stone is expensive, and not only is it expensive, but you have a ton of upkeep, which I didn't realize until, you know, kind of talking with people, and they're like, oh no, you need to do this and this and this. I'm like, what? If you're paying that much for stone, you shouldn't have to do freaking anything. That is craziness. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, so I mixed way more resin than I needed, which is good. It's not a bad thing. Because my beautiful, if you guys looked at my geode one, I put a cup under there, and then I got to talking to Travis, and then I forgot that I put the cup under there, and I went to bed because I'm a dumbass, and forgot it underneath there. And I also forgot how thick these sides are, so I am going to clear coat them just in resin first. That way I don't have to worry that they are not coated, since I have mixed extra resin. Like, I don't want too much of it to run over, but I want to make sure that this is going to be a gallery. Better be freaking perfect. Like, better than perfect. Yes. And if you guys know me, I'm a spaz. So, better than perfect works. Anything less than that, that does not work for me. Like OCD anal spaz. Like I said, if you talk to me on a regular, you completely understand. Or if I do your hair, you completely understand. Let's see. So that is beautiful. This it's going to, so I've never done a level 3 gallery wrap painting, so I've never done one that's got like, holy cow, sides like these. So, I hope you guys are like not bored to tears yet. I know this is kind of just the start of it, so it's not anything super exciting yet. And I only put, yep, nope, my other glove that I was supposed to put on over this one is over there. That's okay. All right. I think for the most part, and that's why I kind of like to spread it with my hand, because you can feel where it is, where it needs more, just all things. All of the things. All right. Okay, I'm gonna fold that so I don't put my hair back in there. I'm sorry guys, I will read all of your guys' comments. I can see people jumping on and off, so I can see some comments coming in, but it's kind of from afar. So I love you all for joining me for this. It took me like 30 minutes of pacing back and forth. Now that I'm not, it still makes me nervous to do this, even though I'm talking to my phone and not to you guys. I don't know why, but it just does. It is what it is. But I think it's just the whole, yeah, like I'm excited. It's more, I'm more excited than nervous. I'm still nervous because I want to do my best and show my best and all of the things. All right. So I'm not really going to need a whole lot of these because a little bit more of this one. Because I'm going to be doing a swipe and because it's more of a negative space, you are going to see more black and there's going to be pops of color kind of pulled out with my wax paper. That's falling down. Yeah, there's kind of, you need like an assistant. Or I should probably wear not tank top straps that can fall down. I'm a dumbass. It's cool. All right. And hopefully there's enough left of the black. I'm really not going to need a whole lot. I'm just going to want to line this on the outsides because it's a base tint. I love this stuff because it creates the most amazing cells if you put the right amount in. If you put too little in, it really doesn't do a whole lot. If you put too much, your cells will become awesome right away, and then they will just keep going and going until they fade into nothingness, which is not what I want either. It's very hard to get the right consistency with the base tint, but the most incredible cells, guaranteed, period. Yeah. All right. Do I need anything else? White, purple, purple. No, just the black. That is my last one. Holy cow, you guys. My first big painting. It's about to go down. Super excited. And I think I kind of lost track of time because then I walked out and Travis was like, oh my gosh, it's so late. But if you're doing something you really like to do anyway, isn't that kind of the way that goes? I don't know. I could be wrong. But I love doing this stuff. I still have one last geode table that I have to put one coat of resin on, and then I'm all done. How did I fling resin this far over? Because I am awesome. That is all. I even taped the bottom, the back. I'm on it this time, guys. All right. White. Titanium white is like pretty much my favorite. Yeah. I'm not going to need a whole lot just because I want the bright purple to go over this because it's going to make it pop even more, if that makes sense. Ooh. This purple is awesome. I've even pulled out, oh, and I have, it's like a model car, model plane, model paint. So this is silver, and I'm not going to add it to any resin. I'm just going to basically dip one of my little popsicle sticks in there and add highlights more at the end. So, this freaking purple is kick-ass, but because it is that powder, even after adding the isopropyl alcohol to it, just to break it down, there we go. You still have to mix it in really, really good. If you don't mix it in well enough, you're going to see differences in the purple, which is not what I want on this guy. What is that? Okay, that's nothing, hopefully. All right, so white, purple, super dark purple. We will see. I was contemplating adding just a drop of black, but I don't think I'm gonna need to. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need to. All right. Guys, ready? I'm just gonna mix black. We're gonna blow torch, then we're gonna start pouring and pulling. But I should probably move the wax paper a tiny bit closer to me. But it is what it is. Yeah, no, it's gonna go over the top. All right. Now the thing with the base tints is it is an oil-based product. So if you do not like seal it up, it gets stuck. So I try to keep, there's like kind of a little peel back thing. So I try to peel it back just enough to get paint out of it. Otherwise it will kind of create a film on the top. It's so not easy to open it though once you've opened it. Once you've opened it once, you're basically screwed, and then you have to work really hard every time after that. Did I just, oh no, I did get it. Okay, so we're gonna move that. This is the one. I can't put, I don't know why I put the stick in there. Ooh. Okay. I'm like halfway organized. It's cool. So we are going to, literally, I dipped it, I'm drizzling it, and that is it. What is in there, it gets, and that's, I'm not, did I really rip my glove already? I ripped my glove. My hand is facing this way, so I'm technically not flipping anyone off. You're welcome. Okay, well, whatever. Well, hey, at least I can use the back of that to dip in my silver. I totally planned that. It's totally cool. All right. Now putting it back on. That's also an issue. Okay. So I don't look less smart than my, yeah, no. I freaking quit. Could put that back on when I'm done filming. Because none of y'all want to see me, or you might, just to laugh, want to see me try to wrestle with that. But, okay, hopefully this is enough and not too much. I should just double check and make sure if there's any more of this that it is going in. No, I'm totally scraping bottom. It's okay, I'll scrape bottom for another like little, yeah, not really enough to be worth it, but makes me feel better, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay, that one's done. Okay, mix this one more time. I'm gonna torch it just because, like I said, I promise you guys I will be getting a new, and well, not a new, I'm using my phone. Keeping my phone, I'm getting like a little mini YouTube camera, so hopefully I can do like different angles. Yeah. So that way at least somehow I can tripod it up and you guys can look straight down. Because like I said, I'm kind of a dork, but popping all these little tiny micro bubbles is very satisfying to watch. Could just be me, but oh, that's gonna be so bad. My hand's gonna hate me. No, I'm taking that off. Oh gosh, yeah. Good thing I took that off. It's like resin running down my hand. Okay, not down my hand, just down my finger, but still. Resin's not really one of those things you want to touch your skin, because skin and resin, they don't really play nicely together. I know my hand is sticky, so trying to put it back in it. That's all right. We got this. Oh, I just ripped the glove again. Okay. Oh, yes. No, yes. We're getting there, guys. Little by little. Oh, goodness. All right. Okay, good enough. All right. Guys, ready? Blowtorch. This always makes me feel cool. I don't know why. One piece of hair. So I just want to make sure it's warm. I want to make sure that we get rid of all of these little tiny micro bubbles. Another hair. I don't know what that is. Not a hair, but it's something. So that's the thing with resin though, is you can see, which is good, because if you see it in time, you can take it out. You can see every little thing that is in there. Alright. That is nice. I'm just going to, hold on, I see a couple, those are just bubbles. This is a get out before. Otherwise you just can't get it. Is that, no, I didn't grab it. Come on. Did I get it? We'll wait until it like, yeah, I got it. Okay. So, wrote this down. I'm gonna, yeah, okay. Sorry, this is what I do every single time. Y'all should be used to it by now. I'm crazy, and you all come back to watch more, so can't be that bad. Okay, so I kind of want to do like one giant swoopy piece, or like line through it, and then I want kind of a branch off, because I don't want it to be too boring. Yeah. We'll see. All right. And off the edge. Whoop. Where do I want it? So I don't want it to look like a Y, but I want it to be freaking awesome. So, no, I want it that way. That way. Okay. I'm going to start from here and kind of go up. That way I'm not, because if you know, well, if you've watched me, the resin kind of pools where you start to pour, and it is what it is. You don't really get to change it afterwards at all. I want to save a tiny bit of this, because if I want to add anything, like I'm just going to literally drizzle a tiny bit on and pull it with this that I should probably grab now, and another napkin because I'm me. All right, and I don't want to use this one yet. Okay, so, oh, I just keep getting these gloves are just worse and worse. Oosa, we're going with it. All right, just gonna try to cover myself, but I like these jeans. And I'm a dumbass, and I just wear things I like to do resin, because smart people do that. Okay, so I'm going to run this white kind of the same way. Kind of. I want this to thin just a little bit more. So I always like to start kind of off the piece. And same with this. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so pretty. Oh, I just did that. Where is my, right there. That's going. That's going. Normally, I don't care if I drip on it, but because this is a negative space, you want to be careful and not drip on it if you can help it. All right, so now I want my poppin' purple on top of those, because when I pull it, because this is a powder, this is a pigment paste, and this is a mica, they're all gonna like scientifically react different with each other, which is gonna look so cool and badass. If you guys knew me, you knew I was gonna say that. Okay, ready? One more. I want this like right, kind of right in between them, but mostly on top of the white. And a little bit over here. Because that's where it's really going to stand out the most, is off of the white. All right. Now for the black. I'm nervous because it's kind of a strong smell, so that means that there's a lot of oil-based stuff in there. But it's still going to turn out awesome. That is all. All right, so I'm going to lightly line the sides. Because it's all clear, I don't really have to put a whole lot of the black base tint in there, because I'm going to be pulling it over it, pulling the colors over the base tint. So they are going to hopefully create incredible cells. Here we go. But I also don't want it to be seen that it was poured, so I don't want it over the other colors, if that makes sense. All right. Saving little drippings of all just to make sure. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. Torching, so I'm going to get rid of the bubbles. Then I'm going to start kind of swiping them across, and hopefully they all turn out as amazing as I see it in my head. All right. I am also still going over the black, just because I put the black base tint next to the clear. And really, you should probably hit every area like 2 to 3 times with the blowtorch / heat gun anyway. I got rid of most of them. I see one little hair, which obviously I'm in a hair salon, so surprise, surprise. All right. You guys ready for this? I'm ready for this. Okay. So, we are going to, I don't normally like to take like huge chunks. Where the hell? There we go. That's a huge chunk. So I don't want that. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I kind of ripped them up. If you guys have ever seen me do a swipe, same thing. Do I want big pieces or do I want smaller pieces? Both. Okay. So we're going to start. Is this bigger? No, that's smaller. Doesn't matter. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a pinky pencil width down first. And then I'm going to slowly, like low and slow, drag it over the rest of the pigments and try to just totally drag it to the point where it is, yes, just like that. And I'm just going to fold this up, put it underneath so I'm not like Being me, I'm probably kneeling on it or whatever. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I want more white. You have to be super careful doing this. Because if you get too much and you get a glop, then you're going to be pissed at yourself. Trust me. All right.
Okay guys, now we're going to kick it into fast mode so you guys can just watch it happen without having to listen to me talk. You're welcome.
Well, I'm gonna blow that. I want more, just a little bit more right here, and I love the whites and the purples, so let's see what we can do here. We're gonna put down some black. In the black, I'm almost out of black. All right, so that's the base tint. Base means you gotta run the other stuff over the top. So this one I am gonna do the way I wanted to before. So this is gonna be a white and a purple. A little bit of it on its own there, and just a tiny, tiny bit of white behind it. I don't want too much because I don't want it to overtake that area. I want to really still be able to see the purple, but to me, the white over it can create some really cool lacing too. So you will see when it is all cured. The cells up here are awesome though. Okay. Oh, I really like this piece right there though, so I don't want to mess with that too much. Nope, I'm doing it. This is going to be badass, so I'm just going to do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Okay. Yes, that looks better. I don't know why it just, that, and that looks a little, you know what? We're going to try something. I've never done like tiny, tiny pieces. I wonder how that would look. Yeah, we're going to try. Okay. That actually turned out really cool. Kind of looks like a flame. I really like that. I've never done tiny pieces like that. Probably kind of stupid that I didn't for how long I've done it. I want a tiny piece over here. Ah, tiny piece. Ooh, that's a super tiny piece and a lot of black. I want to make sure I'm not pulling too much off of the piece. All right. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Okay. I'm totally digging the tiny pieces, guys. So sorry. I'm in my zone, so if y'all are bored, you guys can always come back when I've done it and you can rewind. No, not rewind. Fast forward through all of this bullshit and just get to the end. Where it's still cool. Okay. Right here. Yep. All right. Come on. Oh, that's so pretty. I love how the white just does that. Just looks so wispy and smoky. And there's black here. And if I kneel on that, I'm going to get so pissed off at myself. I already know this. Okay, so now it's just this area. I know I'm going to heat it with my heat gun just to push things around just a little bit. So it's not so like solid right there, which I guess I could add another like little wispy coming this way. Which is probably not a bad idea, but meh. Okay, we're just gonna do it. But it's this spot. I probably shouldn't have widened it off, but where do I want to go? That way. Nope. Okay. I'm using the last of my black selling for right here. So this is going to turn out super awesome, crazy, badass. because this is my last little bit that I could do. How do I do this? So I do pull it over. So I want that, and I want this, and this. Do I want, no, I want this first. Not a whole lot of white. Yeah, that got a little messy there. Good thing I'm pulling it. And purple, because the dark purple is right there, so I'm gonna add a little bit of this right here so it goes over the white. I'm also gonna try to add a little bit into the purple, like the darker purple. We'll see how this goes. All right. Yep, that's what we're doing. Okay. Let's see. So we don't need a super thick piece, but I do kind of want to bring it so I loop this little chunk of stuff in to go up. I wish you guys had like a top front view of it. It would be so much better, and I'm sorry. I'm kind of looking into cameras right now, but YouTube cameras and like streaming stuff and microphones and all of that gets expensive. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, just doing it. Oh, yes. That is awesome. Good. And this? No. I wanted to grab a little bit more of that chunk. So I'm fighting with myself right now. Okay, I'm gonna do one more little baby K. Right there. Because that's where I goofed and made the white a little messy. All right. Do I want one more or am I done? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun, see what it looks like. I might be done. This is gorgeous. I wish you guys could see it up front. Oh, these cells though are so freaking awesome. Okay. Heat it up, get rid of some of these bubbles. I actually probably did not pick the right plug-in for this angle, but that is okay. Just want to feather out some of that hard line on the dark purple. And sometimes that can create super awesome selling action as well. Just you never know. But like I said, yeah, you don't want to try to push it with the heat because you can completely burn resin. Very possible. Have done it more than 3 times. Just saying. Oh, that's beautiful. Like I said, softening edges, these cells, they're perfect. So I added just the right amount. I was a little nervous that I might have added a little bit too much base tint. It's perfect. Yep. Right now, I am freaking loving everything about this. Like I said, any of those straight lines, I'm just kind of smoking them out so they're just not so straight. I want more white right there. doesn't want to do that. Oh, fine. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Softening lines, trying to get rid of some bubbles as we work our way up. I just am so happy with how this is turning out right now. Like, beyond happy. This is incredible and completely gallery worthy in my eyes, but I'm also doing a painting, so I'm biased. Alright. Geeking out a little further down. Oh, the cells right there are just incredible. All right. Just gonna try to kind of pull one over the other and see. Nope. Neither one wants to play with either one of those right now. So. Quick, go over the top. I still want to kind of add some like lightning-ish looking stripes of silver to this. I think it's going to just make it even more incredible than it already is. Oh, I love that. I love it all. Okay. Yep. Absolutely love that. Now, where's my... Oh, you guys. I'm so happy. So happy. Oh, that is so gross. All right. What do? I can't believe some of these troopers are still hanging on. I'm so sorry I cannot read stuff. I will go on. I just get so nervous when I do these. And this... I have to be a little bit further away just because it's such a big piece. And I don't have enough cameras yet. Okay. Oh, hold on. This is kind of one of those where I got to stand up and just look at it again. Yep. All right. I got this. Okay. Now you guys ready for like, okay, so when I say the floating, wait until you see what this does. It's just awesome. What should I be? I should pour this into something else so I'm not dipping because that is a horrible idea. Thinking out loud. If you guys watch me, you should totally know I do this by now. Okay, maybe I'm just going to pour it into the cap. That way I'm not dipping resin into my paint, which would be stupid. But thank goodness this is like $2. All right. And I can always wipe the cap out. Floating silver. It is incredible. I absolutely love it. That's going to make this even better. Okay, where else do I want it? So they're all gonna, I think I'm gonna have each one somehow kind of feed off of the other one. You'll understand when you see it, because I don't really know how else to explain it. Yeah. So I'm just kind of playing off of where the cells are now. That's beautiful. So I'm going to have to heat it with a little bit more heat. So like this spot's super thick. I don't want that to be thick like that. pretty chunky. All right. Oh, and just, hey, I didn't spill any. That's incredible. All right. I don't know how high up I want to come with this stuff though. And maybe one more right through the top. Then like I said, you really want to make sure you're just hitting it with some heat a few times, because the more you manipulate the resin, the more you're going to still, like, even if I'm just dragging something through it, I'm incorporating air into the resin. So I'm touching my floor with model, and I'm just making it worse. I'm not doing anymore. Okay. Oh, it's perfect. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. I might want one more. I lied. Totally lied. Yeah. Did you see that? I almost dipped it. Oh, guys, I'm so special. So I'm going to follow it all the way up. Oh, I'm going to need to guide it along. Okay. I love it. Don't see any resin in there, but just to be safe, I'm going to take a cleaner napkin. Because resin's pretty hardcore, guys. Once you mix that with other things, it's ruined. That's it. There's no more to that. It's just done. Okay. So a little bit more with the heat gun just to soften up these floating gold lines. Oh. You know what I just realized? I totally forgot to put the glow powder in. Oh, man. Whatever. It's beautiful. Even though it doesn't glow, it's still beautiful. Okay, so you want to super light heat it first. Otherwise, you're just going to burn it by focusing on just that spot. And it won't work. You're not going to move it. Ooh, it's like canvas texture there. Want to make these lines so that they're not like perfectly swoopy. I want just, oh, I'm getting stuck here. A tiny bit of like the disconnected look to them. Not a lot, but just a little. And I don't want to mess with the cells. So I'm trying to be super careful with my airflow here. Closer to the top. Finally. is gorgeous. This one just feathered out a little bit more. Don't want to mess with that. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys, this is just beautiful. I really, really like this. Just gonna spread out that little bit of solar right in here. Where else did I want? Oh, right here. The spots were still looking a little bit more perfect than I would like them. I absolutely love this. Hands up, walking away. It is perfect, and I am done. I don't know how long that just took, but ooh. Gonna have to rub my hands nasty. Oh no. All right. Do you guys want to see? Okay, so this is resin. It's gonna move. And this is art coat resin. Realistically, it's gonna move for hours. So, because it looks like this now does not mean that it's gonna look like that later. What is that? Hold on. Of course, I take my gloves off and I see something. I see, I don't know what is in here, but it's like a dot of something. So, soften that in, twist it, and blow it up. Perfect. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Whoever stayed on, y'all are troopers. Like, way to go. Okay, hold on. So, I'm going to, ooh, sorry, flip you guys around. Okay, sorry. I don't want to give you guys whiplash. All right, you guys ready? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. So, this is my first gallery painting. How freaking incredible. Look at these cells here. Hold on. And like ghost cells there. I love how that just breaks up and it looks all, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain that. Oh, thoroughly enjoyed that. Absolutely incredible. Tasha, thank you. Look at those. I'm not touching, I promise. And I'm not putting anything under this or I would whoop my own ass. Like for real. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I love it. Love, 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 love. Yes. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Tasha. So this one, what did I say? It's a 16 by 40. So this is the biggest canvas I have ever done. And I do have to say, I am thoroughly impressed with how this turned out. I was nervous. Like I literally said prayers before I did this painting. Not even gonna lie. So, please, please come visit me for the grand opening in Minneapolis. I think it's March 5th. I will give you all more information, but goodness, it's beautiful. Yes. Thank you all so much for watching. What day is it? It's Thursday. I hope you all have an amazing, wonderful Thursday night and weekend. My weekend is probably going to be filled with more of making of these. So, if y'all aren't doing anything, because I'm not, you guys can watch me geek out on resin paintings. So I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting. And I will talk to you soon. Aka bye.